Hi, I'm Ashley Harwood. If you're looking to get into bowl turning, but you're not sure which tools to start with, this is the video for you. When you're getting set up for bowl turning, there are several things you're going to need. Of course, you are going to need a lathe. You are going to need a way of holding your work on the lathe. You are going to need some wood turning tools. You're going to need a way to sharpen those tools. You're going to need some wood. And lastly, there are the accessories and things you're going to need. Things like sandpaper, wood turning finish, CA glue, stuff like that. In this video, we're going to talk specifically about 5 basic tools to get started. Now, some of you might be aware I am partial to traditional tools over carbide turning tools. If you're interested to find out more about why, I do have a video about that. It's called Traditional Gouges versus Carbide Tools. Do you want to save and invest money for the future? Are you like me and you've put off setting up a savings or retirement account? Maybe you're just not sure where to start. Well, let me tell you about Acorns, this video's sponsor. Acorns is a financial wellness app that makes it easy to start saving and investing for the future in the background of life using just your spare change. No experience required. You can download the app and get set up in 5 minutes with as little as $5. Through the app, you can set up recurring contributions so that you don't have to think about it. And they even have a potential calculator that can help you figure out how much your investment might potentially be worth over time based on how much and how often you contribute. They have customized portfolios based on your age, risk tolerance, and more. These diversified expert-managed portfolios are designed to give you exposure to more markets. Go to get.acorns.com/Ashley Harwood to download the app and get started saving and investing with just your spare change. You can get a $10 bonus investment when you use my link to set up your account. T&Cs apply. When you're first getting into bowl turning, I highly recommend that you invest in a good quality chuck. Now, the chuck is going to help you hold your wood on the lathe using either a tenon or a recess. The next tool that you're going to need is, no surprise, a bowl gouge. I think a 5/8 inch bowl gouge would be a great tool to start with because it can do both bulk removal and finishing cuts. Next up on the list is the bottom bowl gouge. Now, this tool has a very specific purpose, and that's for cutting across the bottom of the inside of the bowl. But don't think you'll be able to achieve the same finish without it. This is my signature bottom bowl gouge. I like to call it the finisher. And if you would like to find out more detail about this tool, I have a YouTube video about that as well. Next on the list is a 3/8 inch Bedan. I use the Bedan at the very beginning of the bowl turning process in order to put a recess on the top of the bowl so that I can expand my chuck jaws into that recess to hold the piece of wood onto the lathe. It's very important that this is a trapezoidal shape. It also has a slight angle on the top of it that helps it to achieve a dovetail cut that matches the dovetail shape on my chuck jaws. Number 5 on my list of the 5 basic bowl turning tools is a scraper. The scraper is going to help to smooth out cuts when you're done with the bowl gouge, but before you start your sanding. When you first get into wood turning and bowl turning, a scraper is going to be a very good friend. You'll notice one last thing sitting on the table here, and that is a handle. Now, depending on which wood turning tools you decide to go with, some tools are sold in wooden handles. Some tools are sold unhandled. The Ashley Harwood tools, if you decide to go with those, come with my patent pending handle system that allows you to easily interchange tools between the same handle. That way, when you're just getting started, you really only need to invest in one handle. If you would like to have a broader range of turning possibilities, you can expand on those 5 basic tools. So I have here some other sizes of tool handles. I have the 30-inch, the 23-inch. Those are going to help you to make taller, deeper bowl shapes. I also have a 12-inch handle here for if you're making more of a fine finish cut. I've included the 1/2-inch diameter bowl gouge, again, for fine finishing cuts. You can also add some different sizes of scrapers and different shapes of scrapers. I'll give you one last thing to keep in mind when you are deciding which wood turning tools you might want to purchase. Now, I have been wood turning for 13 years. I have been a production wood turner, and I have taught thousands of students. I have seen the difference that high quality tools can make, both in my own turning and in that of my students. You're going to have more fun turning, you're going to spend less time sharpening and less time trying to fuss and fix things on the surface of your wood. That being said, high quality tools are always worth the investment. They're going to have better design, and they're going to have higher quality tool steel, which means you're going to sharpen them less frequently. That's more time spent turning and less time spent sanding. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I do hope you'll hit subscribe, and please don't forget to hit the little bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to check out all the links down below this video. I'll have links to the other videos that I mentioned, as well as some tools if you're interested in those, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And lastly, I would like to give a big thank you to all of my Patreon members. Your support really helps us to continue to make high quality videos and photos for all of those social media accounts. So thank you. If you're interested in more of a behind the scenes look with what's going on with my business, or if you would like a heads up before the rest of the public about when I'm announcing my classes, then head on over to my Patreon page and check it out. Lastly, I would like to give a very big shout out to my top tier patrons. Thank you so much. Andrew Nidell, Andrew Movius, Charles Saki, Chris Cairns, Dalbeer1, Duke Loy, Jeffrey Bishop, Jim Tate, John McDevitt, Chris Jones, Patrick Walker, Randy Owens, Richard Swoboda, Robert Hunt, aka Mr. Bodog, Stephen Roberts, Steve Snyder, and Torsten Fratsky. Thank you very much. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.